Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school inter-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact 0803 323 2771 or 0812 120 1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
The success story recorded in the education sector of Lagos State is no doubt incomplete without taking into cognizance the contributions of individuals and corporate organizations in the private sector. Through various sponsorship, donations and investments, the private sector has contributed greatly to the growth of education as part of its corporate social responsibility. In appreciation of their efforts, the Lagos State Ministry of Education recently organized a breakfast meeting and the presentation of awards to well-meaning individuals and corporate bodies. Present at the event were the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Governor Babatunde Fashola, stakeholders in the education sector, eminent personalities in Lagos State, and representatives from corporate organizations, to mention but a few. The Commissioner for Education in Lagos State, Mrs. Olayinka Oladunjoye, made it known that service to a cause greater than self creates a common ground by bringing together diverse individuals who share a common commitment to work for the good of the people.
We are all gathered in this room today because of our belief and our support in a cause greater than ourselves. There is no greater proof of commitment to a cause we are pursuing than an unusual show of sacrifice and sweat towards that cause. The situation is bad, but I chose not to solely focus on the light at the end of the tunnel, but the ray of glimmer right around the corner. That ray of glimmer which symbolizes hope is the assemblage of all of you noble ladies and gentlemen seated in this room today. I salute you. God bless you. We appreciate your efforts, big and small, to the development of the education sector and its future lasting impact on society.
On our part, the Special Advisor to the Lagos State Governor on ECOP project highlighted the areas of intervention by the private sector and how the state government has been able to effectively utilize the available resources.
The most important thing for us is the direct funding to all our schools. We have started decentralizing and devolving responsibility to our schools to empower them and to make sure that they take active responsibility for things that are going on in their school. If the teachers are not motivated, if they are not skilled, nothing will happen in those schools. And as a result, Lagos State Government has invested a lot of funds in terms of skilling all our teachers. We have, over the last 4 years, trained over 18,000 teachers and head teachers, whether it's skills to do with leadership, classroom management, all their subject areas, ICT, etc.
Thereafter, Mr. Ayobade Obajimi, the Tutor General and Permanent Secretary, Education District 4, delivered a lecture on decentralization of assessment procedures in public secondary schools in Lagos State.
From what we have seen all over the world, from our study tours, from observations of good practices, we have now decided that the first exam of the school year must be a school assessment, a full one, standard examination to be conducted by the school principal. And the second one moves straight to the district level and the district conducts. And the third one is the state assessment by the Ministry of Education. All these are in line with international best practices.
The Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 5, Mrs. Mary E.G., also gave a lecture on Teachers' Competence Framework.
There are so many people, so many graduates with the certificates with no job because it is one-sided. So with the Teachers' Competency Framework, we are going to tailor the needs of Lagos State with the training of teachers.
There was also a question and answer session.
We are appealing passionately, because the foundation of education starts from primary school. If they are well taught, when they get to junior secondary schools and senior secondary schools and tertiary institutions, the work will be very, very lighter. We appeal to the government that they should employ more teachers in primary schools.
In some within the interior, we have more teachers than what we can say at the moment. But I can assure you that the state government is already looking into that particular request.
I'm appealing the authority to see that they employ gaps so that our schools can be secured.
We have noticed and we are aware of the problem in almost all our schools. One thing we will just appeal to all of us as stakeholders, government alone cannot do it. But it takes time to get across to all the schools.
The guest speaker, Mrs. Folorunso Alakija, spoke on the enormous task at hand in the education sector and the benefits of corporate social responsibility.
The job at hand is huge. In fact, it is enormous. And help is needed to assist and to achieve the required change. We cannot and should not feel this is the sole responsibility of the government. Even in developed countries around the world, the emergence of CSRs cannot be ignored. Therefore, we must adopt similar strategies here in Nigeria to ensure that CSRs are correctly implemented. If we could bring the community to our world through education, so that the community benefits and is enriched by our companies and organizations, this would serve as long-time and lifetime investments back into our various communities. Investments that could never be spent down, but will continue to span generation to generation in education.
The Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Governor Babatunde Fashola, in a speech spoke on the importance of having the private sector participating in the education sector.
What the school has done now is to expand the possibility for corporate organizations, some of whom we have seen today, individuals who are so disposed, in a structured manner to intervene. That has helped us to put not only money but human resource back into the schools and a diversity of skills. It has helped to improve the learning environment. We now have better schools by a mile compared to when we started. The classrooms are better. The school environment is better. But what is happening in the classroom? Can we now focus more on the critical stakeholders in the classroom? The children and the teachers. And this is our new frontier. So what it defines for me is that the journey must continue.
High point of the day was the presentation of awards to individuals and corporate organizations for their contributions towards the growth of the education sector. Some of the guests in an interview with Education Report on TV spoke on the advantages of the Support School initiative.
It's a very, very laudable initiative by the government. As we can see, it's achieving very good results, and with the private sector, individuals, corporate bodies, they are coming in to support it, and we are seeing the results. We want to appeal to all and sundry, particularly those with the means, to support our education sector. It's in need. We can make do of all the resources we can get.
In all, it is said that two good heads are better than one. Consequently, for the Lagos State education sector to continue to record landmark achievements, it requires the support of all and sundry. This is to inform the general public, parents, guardians, head teachers, proprietors, proprietaries of primary schools that forms for Lagos State screening test for admission of primary 6 pupils into junior secondary schools in model colleges, upgraded junior secondary schools with boarding facilities for year 2014-2015 academic session is now on sale from Monday the 13th of January to 18th of April 2014. Registration of candidates will be done through customized CD, which will be issued to candidates by the Lagos State Examinations Board on payment of 10,000 naira per candidate, payable to any branch of the following approved banks: Fidelity Bank PLC, account number 5030000739; Sky Bank PLC, account number 177-060-2459; FCMB, account number 01355-82205. The screening test is slated to hold on Saturday the 3rd of May 2014 at the designated centers. For further information, please visit our website www.lagosexamsboard.net or send a mail to examsboard@yahoo.com, or please call 080-235-48336. Registration for Basic Education Certificate Examination for GSS3 students is still on to the 4th of April 2014. Late registration starts from the 7th of April to the 18th of April 2014. Late registration attracts a penalty of 10,000 naira per school. Registration for the following examination is also in progress: placement test for placing primary 6 pupils into GSS1 in public junior secondary schools, and public service examination. Announcer, the Lagos State Examinations Board.